Good morning, YouTubers. It is January 9th, 2019, and these are your daily announcements. I'm on my way to work. I got my hand all wrapped up here. I actually took the original wrap off yesterday, and I took a shower today and was able to get it nice and clean. No more orange stuff all over my arm. Thank you, Jesus. And it's feeling pretty good today. I think I'm at about 80%, but I wrapped it up because I don't want to overextend it while I'm working today. But it's healing up well. So far, so good. A little bit of soreness, but again, it's far less sore than it was before the surgery, believe it or not. Surgery, getting myself all cut open and stitched up and everything feels better than what it did before the surgery. I know, it's crazy. So I'm very pleased with so far how it's healing up. I watched a weird movie yesterday, you guys. It was so weird that I don't even remember the name of it. But it's like bothering me. It's like sticking with me. And I believe it was shot in Sweden. I believe they were speaking Swedish, and I had to use the subtitles because my Swedish is not so good. But the basic premise of this movie is Earth, due to climate change, the weather kind of goes out of control. It's like out of control greenhouse effect and everything that goes along with it. So basically you have hurricanes and forest fires and tornadoes everywhere and just tumultuous weather. So the world decides to start sending people to Mars to build a colony. And actually, Earth does build a colony on Mars, and the movie is about a group of people who are leaving Earth to go live on that colony on Mars, because even though Mars is not terraformed and it's cold and you can't go outside without wearing breathing apparatus, it still seemed far safer than living on Earth at this point in time. So all these people get on the ship and they start flying out to Mars, and bad things happen. They have to eject all their fuel, and they start drifting out into deep space. So now they're just drifting and drifting and drifting. And as the movie progresses, as like 3 weeks in, a year in, 5 years in, 10 years in, 25 years in, 5 million years in to this journey of this ship. And they never get to a planet. It's very depressing. It's very depressing as people realize that they're never going to get back to a place where they can be safe, like a safe planet. They just start killing themselves. They start creating cults. They all start losing their minds. It's totally depressing. Oh my gosh. And after I was done watching it, I'm like, why did I watch this movie? Oh my gosh. This was like a terrible idea. A terrible idea. And it wasn't that it was a terrible, terrible movie. It was just super depressing. Oh my gosh. But you know what? There's always that chance when we start going to Mars that something like that could possibly happen. We're not going to be we're not anywhere near being able to send 5,000 people to Mars on one ship. But because of Elon Musk and the things that he's doing, we're getting closer and closer to the point where we could think about sending people to Mars. There's a lot of work that has to be done. I know Elon Musk has said, we'll be there by 2025. he's got to really get on the ball and start hurrying things up if that's going to happen, because you can't just fly to Mars, right? You have to think about all your basic needs. You need to have water, food, shelter, oxygen, a habitable space. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. I just cut a dude off. A habitable space, and you have to be able to, live a sustained amount of time up there, right? So all those things need to be in place before people go out there. So, I mean, he needs to start sending things out now, right? He needs to start sending supplies for them out now. And he needs to pick a good spot to do this, and there has to be water nearby that they can, draw from. There's so much that has to be done. And I just don't see us getting there by 2025, but I hope it happens in my lifetime, because I really want to see us go to Mars. If I didn't have any family or kids, I would volunteer for that in a heartbeat. Well, I don't have any children of my own, but I have people who I think of as my children. I'd volunteer in a heartbeat to go out there. I think that would be the ultimate adventure. And the first people who go, man, their names are going to be known forever, right? And I think that's what Elon Musk is striving for. I don't think he's doing this for dollar signs. I think he's doing it for the ability to be remembered for a long, 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 long time. Yeah, I'd like to go. But I got too much here, and there's a lot of work to do here. We really need to take care of our planet, and I'm kind of hoping that we would, if we start sending people to other planets, I'm kind of hoping that maybe as a world we'd start to realize just how precious our own planet is. When you start thinking about the hardship that these people will have to endure when they leave the influence of our planet, it's going to be a struggle. Surviving anywhere out in space is a tremendous struggle. And here on Earth, we just wake up every day and go and do our thing. Even when life is at its hardest, we still have oxygen to breathe, water to drink, food that we can forage from our planet, shelters that we can build because we have the resources to do so. Even the poorest of the poorest of the poor can be resilient enough to survive here on this planet. But out in space, we're so fragile. And we need to take care of our planet. We really do. All right, well, that's all I have to talk about. I talked long enough. 8 minutes, oh my gosh. But I hope you all have a great day, and I love you guys. Take care. Mwah. Okay, bye-bye.